everybody. Welcome to Metaphysical Meltdown, Rock and Roll Paranormal. Really happy today to have this lovely lady with us. This is Michiko Hayashi. She is from the Emoto Peace Project, and we are interviewing her today to talk all about water. And I really welcome you. I thank you so much for coming today.
Thank you so much.
Woo, I surprised her. That's okay.
Well, thank you so much for having me here. It's wonderful to be able to share about this beautiful knowledge and discovery of Dr. Emoto's.
And could you tell us, because there will be some people who actually I don't know
Don't
how
know
anybody doesn't know him by now, but
Well,
please tell about him.
Yes, I'm happy to, and thank you so much for this opportunity. He at the beginning, he was the doctor of alternative medicine, and he healed more than 10,000 people using Hado device. Hado means vibration, vibrational device, and water, transmitting information to make the customized water to heal everyone. At that time, he knew that water had memory and transmitted the information, and everything was vibration, he said. So he wanted to be able to show that everything was vibration, in whether that's positive or negative. And one day he came up with the idea to take water crystals because snow makes flakes. And water should be able to make crystals also. So that's how he started to get into water study. And he was able to obtain crystals from droplets of frozen water. And then as he started to take thousands and thousands of water crystal photos, he discovered that when we show the positive words or beautiful words that we daily use, like thank you or I love you, then water forms beautiful crystals. And on the other hand, when we show the negative, ugly words like I hate you or you fool, things like that, then water cannot form crystals or beautiful hexagonal crystals, but it's really misshapen or just disaster looking form.
And was that the first time that ever happened that anybody did that?
That was the very first time, and no one else had ever done it before.
And what year was that?
That was 1994 when he first obtained the very first water crystal.
I remember reading that book way back in the 90s. And I had that book forever. It's called Messages from Water, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's so incredibly beautiful to look at these crystals with intention placed in them and see these beautiful, incredible displays of love just right before you. And it made a big difference to me. His work made a big difference. I have spoken to him. Yes, I have. Remember, I spoke with him with you, but at other times too. He's a lovely person, lovely person. And he's been gone now how many years?
He passed away in October of 2014, so it's been 4 years and a half.
And how long did you work with him before he passed away?
I worked with him for 10 years and a half until he passed away.
Okay.
And it's been, 16 years since I started working for Emoto Institute.
And is that mainly what you do?
Yeah.
And you travel quite a bit, don't you?
Right now, yes, because I succeeded his work of this Emoto Peace Project, that we distribute this children's book of Message from Water, that we can teach children how important the words we use and thoughts we have and kindness, because it affects water. We are 70% water. Children are more like 80% water. So it's how powerful what we say, what we see, what we hear, how we feel, the emotions we have affect our own health, our own personality, the surroundings. Because in this air here we have humidity. That's water too.
Yes, and I used to recognize that I'd go over the big bridge, the I-90 bridge, where you can see such a beautiful view, between Seattle and going on the east side there. And I used to feel emotional when I go over there. And then I understood after, I would just say, as I would just say driving, I would just say thank you. Well, I'd be trying to drive, but I'd say thank you, thank you, water, thank you. And anytime I think of water now, I drink it or during the day or be around water or anything, it's always thank you. So everybody don't forget, just thank the water, because if it wasn't for water, what would we be?
That's right, because without any water, nothing can exist. Dr. Emoto always said, water is life. Because when we have the seed of maybe a flower, we can plant it, but if we don't give any water, it will never grow. Water is the one that gives life to everything.
And then how much longer was it that he figured out about the Hado treatments?
Hado treatment, he was treating people for more than 10 years. And then at that time, he used water to heal cancer people, severe cancer people also. And at that time, he knew that every single organ of our body has its own intrinsic frequency. And when we are not in balance with that intrinsic frequency, then we start to have the problems there. So what he did was he discovered the root cause of the problems that people had, and then he picked all the Hado codes. Hado means vibration, right? Vibrational codes, so that he can make the water to cancel out those negative information or root cause of the problem that people had, and then had the patient drink that water. Even with the very severe cancer people, they have recovered from stage 4 without taking any Western medicine, or maybe there were some people who were already in the hospital. It could not even come to him. But what he did was he treated with the picture, because the picture of the person has her or his own information.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I know people who work just over the phone on voice.
Oh yeah.
Or just the name, the birth date. It's everybody's essence is in
there
somewhere in some of those. Yeah, I like the voice with the person. That's how I do it.
Oh yeah. That's all information of that person.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. We do that too. So that's how he treated people for more than 10 years. And because after he found out about water and how important it was for all people to discover that, so he went into the study of water. So he could not really do the healing treatment he could not focus on that. So he asked his very first student and the best student of Hado healing to take over that work. So that's the person who discovered or invented this machine called Kazutama.
Okay.
This is a small version of a vibrational machine that we use with the computer. It's an automatic computerized program in it. When Dr. Emoto was doing it, it was still manual.
Yes.
And it took him a long time.
And so what you use that for is the numbers that correspond with the illness.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember working with you, what was it, 6 months ago or whatever, and the numbers for all of what was going on with me, there was a lot. And it was so interesting because you got down to the last anything about me before she created this awesome big thing of water for me that I would drink every day for quite a few days. What was really miraculous is that on the first day it tasted one way. It still tasted the same like 3 or 4 weeks later, because mine lasted an awfully long time.
Yeah, right.
And it didn't go bad, or it didn't have a taste to it. It was actually pristine, beautiful water the whole time. And so there was a lot of thank yous to both you and Dr. Emoto while I was drinking the water. So I did this, everybody. You guys should do it too. It's really great.
This really helps. I know when I make my own water, and I don't really have any physical problem or anything, but when I drink it, we are on this third dimensional world because there's a reason why we're here, right? We have to learn something. We have to be dealing with our karma, negative karma. Everybody has that. And that's why we're here. And to be a better person. And when I make my own water using this machine and you start to drink it, then I can feel that I feel more calm. Just energy changes within me. So I know it helps me. And when I make water for someone else who has the disease or allergy, it goes away real quickly.
Numbers are amazing.
And it really shows how negative emotions are the really main cause of the problems that we have. But where do those negative information come from?
And where do they get stuck too? That's what's fascinating.
Yeah, it's from the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind comes from our maybe past karma or past life or family lineage from parents. Or we are sharing the same DNA, half 50%. From our parents too. So all these have something to do with it, and we cannot really see by ourselves, or we cannot feel it. But this Hado device can detect that, and that's something really interesting.
It is interesting because as you wrote down all of the numbers and told me what it corresponded to, I felt it deeply in my heart.
Yeah.
So though many of those issues were in my subconscious, when you told me about it, I could feel the truth in my body.
Yeah. So that's something that I'm here that I can do to help people. And also this is a small machine that people can buy and make their own water for their family. This is a very simple one. So they can make their own water every day for their family, for himself, for yourself, and help other people. And sometimes they say, I have difficult time sleeping at night. Then there are 30 programs in here, like sleeping problem, or some people say I have problem with money. I just don't always. I'm lacking money. And there's a root cause of why block it. So that this helps with the releasing of blockage of the money. Abundance.
What about habits, smoking and eating the wrong thing or drinking?
Smoking is also in here.
Okay.
Also, there's a chakra, also the balancing the right chakra, and a basic well-being, the good health also. There's so many programs in here. And sometimes when people want to know a certain Hado numbers, Hado codes to heal themselves, sometimes they say, well, I have this difficulty of like pain, the joint pain. Then we can just give them the number, Hado number, 5-digit numbers that can help that person with the specific problems.
Okay.
So that's.
And then if somebody were to have that number, how do you put the number into the water? Is it with your thoughts?
With this.
But if a person did, say
the
for
person,
example, for example, that you're not around, but we have water in front of us, and we know what number it is, we can just transmit the number into the water.
Yeah, you can do that.
I cannot find my list. I know that it's in my last year paperwork of all the numbers you gave me. I'll be looking for that.
Okay, well, I can give you the treatment one more time.
That's going to take a while.
We can do that. But yeah, we can write down the numbers and show those numbers to water also, or we can just simply say the words to heal you. Sometimes we can say, I am healed with this, and thank you so much to water, and drink it.
So if someone was out listening right now and they had something like heartache or fear or anxiety, could you tell us exactly what people would say?
Okay, we say that I am released from fear that I had. We always with past tense.
Okay.
Released, and I feel really well. Thank you so much.
Okay.
And say, I love you, water.
Okay.
And thank you so much to water. That's all they have to do. Just I'm healed with this disease. And thank you so much.
So that's really important. So not only do we need to go to the subconscious, but if we know we have, say, arthritis or like me, fibromyalgia or or stomach issues or whatever, I can take my fizzy water, which is not in the best container for health, but just don't think about that. I usually use a glass water, but I usually pour it in glass. Yeah. But today I was in a hurry, so I would just say, I am released from the fibromyalgia pain. I thank you very much.
Yeah, right.
Thank you, water. I thank you, water.
Thank you. And then drink it. Then it really just changes your molecule, water molecule within your body.
Okay, that's good to know, because that's something we can do every day. I mean,
every day.
I try to tell people, get up in the morning and do your grounding every day in the morning, every day in the evening. Take your supplements. Love the earth. Love yourself.
Oh, yeah.
There's so many things to do.
I know.
But if you delete some of the bad things that you used to do, you're going to have room for the good stuff.
Right. And when you know that we take a shower every day, we're literally taking 2 liters. That means half a gallon of water when we take a shower. I mean, from shower we take like half a gallon of water within our body. So when we take a shower, we just say thank you to water. I love you. And
the water that's coming over us is like a half a gallon into the body.
Exactly.
Okay. So as I'm showering, I'm going to say
thank you, water. I love you.
I
and
love you.
This is healing me. It's healing water. Thank you. I love you.
Okay. Good.
Then it goes into your body. It goes under the drain. Go to the nature. Go to nature.
There we go.
Oh yeah, it just heals everything.
There's so much to think about, but really it's more like just being conscious every day and more focused every day on health and getting better. It just really is.
And when you are healed and when you are healthy, the nature surroundings, your surroundings will be very healthy and in well-being, because that you're exchanging the energy, you're giving out your energy
into the surrounding area.
Yeah, and the Mother Earth is also a living being, entity. So this Mother Earth, even though we cannot see it, it's a huge entity to us. But from the universe, it's such a small, tiny thing, right? And it is observing our energy. So it's so important that we think about it. There are 7 billion people living on this earth. If every single person is positive, rather than being angry or being scared, worried about something, that's energy. So if we're happy, if we're kind, if we're compassionate and enjoying life, then that's the energy that we're emitting to the Mother Earth also. So Mother Earth will observe that energy. It will become much more healthier. We never think about it, but that is the truth.
Well, I'm so thankful that more and more people are actually thinking about it right now, because I believe in the 144,000 people, I believe they're all activated now. Yeah. And I believe things are going to get better.
Oh, thank you. I'm so happy.
I do believe that 100%. So can I ask you please to tell, it wasn't a very big story, but it was a story that when I was listening to you present the other day in Olympia, you told a story about going to a certain body of water that was polluted. Do you remember what you were talking about? Yeah, I don't know that it was you. It might have been.
I think it's polluted water in Japan, right?
Yes.
That
I don't remember the name of the place.
Yeah, Fujiwara Dam. That's a very well-known story. That water in that lake was really polluted. It smelled.
That was it.
Yeah, and it smelled bad. So the people who were living around that area called Dr. Emoto and asked him to come and help, because it was really just polluted. It was just disaster. So what he did was he asked one of the Buddhist monks to come along with him and offer the mantra, the Buddhist mantra, and offer to cleanse the water and offer love and gratitude and with the Buddhist way, right? Offered this prayer for 1 hour. And I think the picture is in here. Oh yeah, this is
okay. There it is.
It's in this children's book also. It's it was this place, Fujiwara Dam, and Dr. Emoto and Buddhist monk offering the prayer right here to this water here. And then this was before the prayer. This water was really ugly.
Right.
But after 1 hour prayer, the water molecule changed like this. Brilliant, beautiful. That's how powerful our intention is, our prayer is, everything is vibration, it's energy.
Yes.
And it really affects every single thing around us because there's always water everywhere.
It's a beautiful story. It meant
Yes.
a lot. It meant an awful lot to me because when we go and we see really polluted places like in parks or if we think about all of the radiation and all of the bad stuff that's even being sprayed here and coming down, our intentions can change.
Oh, yes,
so
we
exciting.
can change it. I mean, instantaneously. And the more people there are, the collective consciousness amplifies the energy.
Yes.
So the more powerful our beautiful energy will be. So it will clean everything, the water that is right in front of us, radiation, anything.
So whenever I see chemtrails, what I do is I do two things. I do Reiki. I do my Reiki symbols. So no matter where I'm at, I'm making my Reiki symbols. I send it with love. And then one of my guides is Mr. Tesla, and he showed me the tic-tac-toe grid, which is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then in your mind you make that tic-tac-toe grid be brilliant blue. So I grid it.
Oh.
So and I tell everybody that, I say grid the heck out of those things because it's true. They're up there.
Yeah.
When we were little kids, they were not up there.
No.
So please, everybody, do your part to do that. So tell us about where we can find this, where we can find you, because here you're visiting. So how long are you going to be here anyway?
I will be here in the United States or West Coast. I'm going to Los Angeles and going to Arizona and Utah also. So, but I will be around until 6th of May. It's a long
trip for
yes,
you. Wow.
This is the longest one ever.
Okay. Oh my God.
Yeah, I just came back from Mexico, and so spread the message of this message from water in Mexico. And I was so happy that I was able to do it. And because I have this Emoto Peace Project America here in Olympia, Washington. I go to many different places from here.
Okay.
And people can find me by email or from website. It says in this book. Our website is www.emoto peaceproject.net.
Okay.
And their email is EPP, short for Emoto Peace Project. EPP@emotopeaceproject.net. They can email me, and then if they want me to be anywhere around the world, anywhere, or here in Washington, if I'm around, I'm happy to come visit. I do give some small lectures to children, and to children, I give this children's book because it shows something very important. Like to the word we say, thank you, water makes this beautiful crystal. And to you, fool, it's a disaster. And we want children to learn to use good, positive words and become kind and compassionate, because that's how their personality, their life will be. They can choose, they can attract their own life, beautiful life. And through this book, they can learn that.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, water is showing us through these water crystals, the law of attraction. We are bringing everything what we want to our own life by the way we think, the emotions, and with the words that we daily use. If we want to be, if we want to have a happy life or peaceful life, we use only the words that are related to happiness and peacefulness.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It took some time, to teach myself that. But once you start doing that, you can see miracles happening in your life all the time. And just to kind of, I like to trick myself into stuff. So I like to kind of find a way around the edge and decide like a little piece at a time. Maybe I'm going to trick myself into all day long, this is a long time ago, only thinking of the positive. And what I would see is that sometimes, a lot of the time back then, was negative thoughts would come in. And now it's more like all day long I'm positive, and every once in a blue moon negative stuff comes in. and life becomes so much
Oh,
better.
sure.
So much better.
It does.
It also helps to have very positive people around.
And that's the most beautiful thing too.
And now is the time, if you have folks that are negative in your life, really just, resist the amount of time that you really want to spend with them until you feel like you're very, very solid. Now I can be with people who are negative all the time. It doesn't bother me. So my little picture is a granite pyramid or any kind of awesome pyramid with oil just running over it. Because when people's negativity, it just runs like oil over my granite pyramid. It doesn't bother me anymore. It really doesn't.
Goes down. It's just...
Except maybe a minute the other day when I really felt it right here when somebody said something. And I thought, and what it made me understand is I'm just not around people like that anymore. I really am not.
Yeah, right.
And so what I had to do is I had to stand up as the divine feminine person that I am and say, you know what? No. So everybody use words as a force of good.
Oh, yes.
And remember to bless and thank the water. And I thank you so much.
Well, thank you
for
so
coming
much
today. And I hope everybody can come out and see you. So say a couple of places that you're going to be around here in this area.
Thank you. I will be in Ted's Galactic Wisdom Conference between I think that's 12th to the 15th, 12, 13, 14.
Of April?
Of April this year. And after that, I will be in Olympia to give huddle sessions.
Okay.
So they can email either Ted or me by epp@emotopeaceproject.net.
Okay.
And if my schedule is open, then I will be happy to give the huddle treatment. I will be going to California, Los Angeles, and give my presentation in Los Angeles between the 6th and 7th of April. After that, come back here. Ted and I will be going to Arizona and Utah. In Utah, May 1st and May 2nd is my major presentations and message from water.
Okay. If you ever want anybody to carry a lightweight suitcase when you go somewhere, you just remember me. I'll carry the lightweight. I can't carry a lot, but if you ever want me to go, I will.
Thank you.
So thanks everybody. Thanks for tuning in today to hear us talk about water. Don't forget, be positive and have a good life. We wish it to you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, very good.